This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. So, any doubts in yesterday's class, girls? We have done the dashboard. Hope you people have tried it out. If no doubts, please type 1 in the chat box. So, only Ananya has understood. What about others? Okay, so shall we move to the next concept? So, next concept time value money. I hope you people have downloaded the file and the password is MCC123. So time value of money. So can anybody explain me what it might be time value of money? So time value of money means it is the idea that money received in the present is more valuable than the sum received in the future because of its potential to be invested and earn the interest. So it's one of the founding principles of Western finance. So if, for example, if I have to tell, so if you pay rupees 100 for 1 liter of petrol today, so the same amount you will be paying it in the year, in the next year. So 100. So do you think that if I pay 100 rupees in the upcoming year, I'm going to get the same 1 liter of petrol? So no, we won't be getting it because there is an inflation in the price that is happening. So if I am getting 1 liter of petrol for rupees 100 this year means I cannot expect that next year for the same 100 rupees I will be getting 1 liter of petrol. So there are three reasons for the time value of money. First one is inflation, risk and liquidity. So as a result, borrowers charge interest to ensure that the value of their money is not eroded by its. Another way of looking at the interest is the rental charges for using someone else's money. So if I am lending some money to my friend, so I am not going to collect the same amount tomorrow. So when I am taking it back, I'll be adding some amount of interest and then I'll be taking it back. So that some amount of money what is being paid as interest is the value that is added to that money. Okay. So the time value of money is one of the basic theories of financial management. It states that the value of money you have now is greater than same amount of money at a future date. Okay. So the time value of money is the idea that money available at the present time is worth more than the same amount in the future due date. due to its potential earning capacity. The core principle of finance holds that provided money can earn interest. Okay, so here we are going to learn in different parameters how this time value of money can be calculated. So here we are going to work on some financial functions where we are going to calculate the future value, the present value, and PMT, that is nothing but EMI, and IRR, internal rate of returns, and NPER. NPER means number of period. Okay, so this is the formula what we usually take upon. I hope you people have downloaded the file. So shall we start with the practicals? If your people have downloaded and ready with the things, just type in one in the chat box. Okay, fine. So let's go. So open TVM1. So now here we have certain scenarios based on which we are going to do the calculations. So first I'll explain you the formula and then write and show. Then you people can try it out. First listen carefully and then understand and then you can execute it. Find the maturity value of an FD invested today for an amount of rupees 1 lakh for 5 years at the rate of 10%. So here after 5 years, what is the maturity amount that I am going to get? Okay. So in order to do that, so first let's understand. So here I am going to use the function FD, that is future value. So the rate I need to give n per number of years, that is 5 years. PMT, they have not mentioned any EMI. PMT is nothing but payment which we are going to pay it annually or monthly like that. So for instance, we are not going to do anything with the PMT, and the amount what I am investing today. So that will be shown in minus value because the money is going out of my pocket. Okay, and I have to calculate for the end of the period. So I give equals FB, open the bracket, rate is 10%, comma. So N per is 5 years, comma, PMT 0. That means EMI nothing they have mentioned in the scenario, comma, present value minus 1 lakh, comma, I wanted to check it for end of the period. So today if I am investing 1 lakh rupees, after 5 years, how much amount I am going to get? So it is 1,61,051 rupees. So here 61,051 rupees is the interest that has been added to the amount what I am investing today. Okay. So find the investment needed in an FD which will mature at rupees 2,50,000 after 10 years. Rate offered is 12%. So here find the investment done today. So investment what I have to invest. Okay, so that is PV equals present value equals PV present value, open the bracket, rate is 12%, comma, N per is 10 years, comma, PMT. So PMT is 0, comma, future value. So I am going to receive 2.5 lakh rupees. Okay, so that is amount I am going to receive. So this one I am not going to show it in negative. 2,50,000, comma, I wanted to check it for end of the period. Enter. So today if I make the investment of 80,000 rupees, I will be getting the amount of 2.5 lakh after 10 years. So I wanted you people to try with these two sums. I'll paste the formula here. So try with these two sums girls. One is for future value and one is for present value. Okay, let's go with the next sums. Is everybody able to follow these two sums? Done? Type 2 if you people have done it.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes, ma.
In the function for type, why are we typing 0?
Sorry.
In the function in the last type, why are we putting 0?
So here we are giving 0 to check the end of the period. So here if you see the formula, one second. So first one it is talking about rate. The argument if you see the first thing is rate, then NPER, then PMT, that is EMI, future value and type. So type when I give it here, like when I don't mention it is asking, is it for end of the period or beginning of the period? So if I have to calculate anything, if I don't know the entire time period, how would I calculate it? So that is why we take 0 over there in order to calculate for the entire time period. Beginning of the period means at the beginning only how can I tell without knowing how many years I'm going to put the money for FD without knowing that how we can put it for beginning of the period. So usually when the calculation is being done, we have to take it for end of the period. Means it has to be considered for the entire period and then the calculation will be completed.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. So let's go for the next one. So that is invested of rupees 1000 for 5 years at the rate of 10%. Find the future value. So I here I'll tell equals FV, open the bracket, rate 10%, comma, N per they are telling 5 years, comma, PMT. So no EMI have been mentioned, comma, present value. So I am investing rupees 1000 today. So that is money going out of my pocket. So I'll give minus 1000, comma, and I wanted to check it for the entire 5 years. So end of the period, close the bracket. It is 1610 I am going to receive. So that 610 is the interest amount. Okay. So then after 5 years, the investment was rupees 1000. What will be the present value where the rate of interest is 10%? So if I am going to get 1000 rupees after 5 years, what is the present value is? Equals PV, open the bracket, rate is 10%, comma, N per is for 5 years, PMT is 0. So future value. So I am going to receive 1000 rupees. So I am going to show it in the positive value for end of the period. So it is 620 rupees. I need to make the investment today. So today if I make 620 investment, after 5 years I am going to receive 1000 rupees. Okay. So here 480 will be the interest amount what I will be receiving. I have put the formula. You people can try. So we'll go to the next one. Find the maturity value of an FD investment done today is rupees 50,000 for 6 years at the rate of 9%. Usually when we are investing the amount in the banks and all, sometimes it will be calculated annually, it will be calculated semi-annually, quarterly, monthly and daily basis. So when I am investing the amount in such variances, how much is the amount I am going to get it? Okay. So for the first one, it is compounded annually. So it is maturity value means it is FB equals FB. Open the bracket. Rate is 9%, comma NPER is 6 years, comma PMT is 0, comma PD. So present value I am investing 50,000. So the money is going out of the pocket minus 50,000, comma I wanted to check it for end of the period. So if I am investing and the amount is compounded annually, then the amount I'll be receiving is 83,000. Okay. So if the same amount it is compounded semi-annually, then equals FV, open the bracket, rate is 9% divided by 2. So semi-annually means if it is split it twice, like 6 months if it is calculated. So divided by 2, comma n per is 6, 6 multiplied by 2, comma PMT is 0, comma so investment what I am doing, present value 50,000, comma I wanted to check it for end of the period. So if the FD is compounded semi-annually, then I am going to get the amount of 84,000. Then if the amount is compounded quarterly, equals FV, open the bracket, rate is 9% divided by 4. Okay, so quarterly means 4. I have to divide it by 4. 6 multiplied by 4, comma PMT is 0, comma minus 50,000, comma I wanted to check it for end of the period. So if the FD is compounded quarterly, then I will be receiving the amount 85 to 88. So if it is compounded monthly, it will be equals FB, open the bracket, rate is 9%. Compounded monthly means in a year there are 12 months. So 9% divided by 12, comma 6 multiplied by 12, comma PMT is 0, comma minus 50,000, comma I wanted to check it for end of the period. So the last one I wanted you people to try. So I am giving the formulas here. So for compounded daily, how the formula has to be written. Will people try it and please tell. I have solved 4 of them for you. So here you can see the answers. I wanted you people to find for compounded daily. Are you guys able to follow it? Anybody did not understand, please do tell.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma.
Ma'am, I have doubt while putting the formula in
For which
that
one? For
for
which
fifth
one?
for fifth.
Compounded daily. Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, for a present value, why we will put minus 50,000?
Present value, why? Because the investment is happening. I am investing the money. That is, money is going out of my pocket. Okay. So whatever the amount I have, imagine I have 100 rupees. So if I am taking 20 rupees out of it, whether it will be added or subtracted,
Subtracted.
that's why. So
Okay,
whatever the
thank
money
you,
I
ma'am.
have, it will be removed. That's why.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, so let me show the formula what we have to put here equals FV, open the bracket, 9% divided by 365. So compounded daily means it will be counted as per the day. Okay. So in some leap years we'll be getting 366 and 365 days. So as a formal thing they consider 365 days. Okay. Into 6 sorry comma 6 into 365 comma 0 comma minus 50,000 comma 0. So this is the formula what it will be. So 85,794 is the value what you are going to get if it is compounded daily. Investment of rupees 50,000 done today for 10 years at 14%. Annual rate compounded daily. Okay, so here I need to use the same formula what I have put here. So investment equals FV, future value, rate is 14%. So compounded daily they are telling. So divided by 365, comma. So for 10 years, 10 into 365, comma, PMT is 0, comma, investment what I am doing today is minus 50,000, comma, I wanted to check it for end of the period. So 50,000 I am investing means I will be getting 2,02,000 rupees. Okay. So then investment of rupees 100 becomes worth 200 in 4 years. What is the rate of interest? I need to calculate what is the rate. So equals rate. Open the bracket N per is for 20 years, comma PMT nothing they have given 0. So PV today I am investing 100 rupees minus 100, comma future value. So in the future I am going to get 200. I wanted to check it for end of the period. So 0. It is 4%. So I will show you three sums. Then you people can try with it. Investment of rupees 100 becomes worth 500. Rate offered by the bank is 12. How many years will it take? So here I need to calculate N per. Okay. So here I give equals N per. Open the bracket. Rate is 12%, comma PMT is 0, comma present value minus 100, comma future value I am going to receive 500. I wanted to check it for end of the period. Close the bracket. Enter. So it is 14 years 2 months I need to get. So try with this.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, the in the question 7, the
Yeah.
formula in the end, what is that guess where we put 0?
Guess means what I wanted to give it. So I wanted to guess the percentage, that is rate of interest. So for that we'll be giving 0.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
So we'll move to the next things. Hope you people are able to do it. So investment of rupees 100 will double in 3 years. What is the rate offered by the bank? So equals rate, open the bracket, N per is for 3 years, comma, PMT 0, comma, PV. So today I am investing 100 rupees. Future it is going to double. That means it is going to become 200. Then I wanted to check for end of the period. So if I am paying 100 rupees for 3 years, what is the rate of interest that is offered by the bank? It is 26%. Then PMT. So EMI. So payment is nothing but it can be defined into different things. So it can be defined as equal monthly installments, where we call it as EMI. EAI, equal annual installments, which will be paid yearly once. EQI, equal quarterly installments. That is 4 months once I am going to pay the EQI. Okay. So this payment can be done for RD and for other loans or anything also. Okay. So here now we are going to calculate the EMI. So find the maturity value of monthly RD account depositing rupees 5,000 per month for a period of 3 years. Rate offered by the bank is 7% compounded monthly. The investment is done at the end of the period. Okay. So here what I need to find maturity value. And give equals FV, open the bracket, rate is 7%. 7%, and what they are telling, it is being paid for every month. That is, monthly we are paying it, so it has divided by 12, comma, N per. N per is for 3 years. So 3 multiplied by 12, comma, PMT is every month how much I am paying. So I am paying minus 5,000 rupees, comma, present value is 0, comma, I wanted to check it for end of the period. Close the bracket. So I am going to get 1,99,650 if I am going to make an recurring deposit where I am paying 5,000 every month at the rate of 7% for 3 years. Okay. So I wanted you people to try with this too also. Go to the next ones. So home loan of rupees 40 lakh. A home loan of rupees 40 lakh is given to an individual. Loan offered at the rate of 9.55% compounded monthly. Loan is for 20 years. EMI to be paid at the beginning of month. Find the EMI. So here I am going to use the PMT function. Okay. So I'll explain you PMT rate 9.55 divided by 12, that is compounded monthly, and it is paid for 20 years. So 20 multiplied by 12. So present value, what there is a loan amount that I am receiving, it is 40 lakhs. Then future value is 0 and I have to choose the type. Equals PMT, open the bracket, rate is 9.55% divided by 12, comma, N per is 20 multiplied by 12, then present value is 40 lakh rupees. I am receiving it, comma, I wanted to, future value is 0, comma, end of the period I need to calculate. So it is 37,415 rupees what I have to pay every month. Okay, this is to calculate your EMI. If you deposit 45,000 into an account earning 4% interest compounded quarterly, how much would you have in 5 years? So here what I need to do, I need to calculate the future value. So I hope you people have understood it. So here also Mr. A has taken a loan of rupees 25 lakh for 15 years. Rate offered by the bank is 11.4 compounded monthly. What is the EMI? So here I have to give equals PMT, open the bracket, rate offered by the bank is 11.4%. So it is compounded monthly divided by 12, comma, N per is for 15 years, 15 into 12, comma, present value. So I am receiving 25 lakh rupees, comma, future value is 0. I have to check it for end of the period. So every month I am supposed to pay 29,046 rupees as an EMI. And the last sum, you will receive rupees 10,000 each year for 5 years. The interest rate is at 9%. How much is the worth of your receipt? So this is something related to the credit transaction. Okay. So credit transaction means I am making the sales which is credit. On credit I am making. So what is the worth of my bill? Okay. What is the worth of the amount that I have to be received, for which I am going to get 50,000 rupees, sorry, 10,000 rupees each for 5 years. That means 50,000 rupees I am going to receive. So what is the worth of my bill today? Okay, so for this I have to calculate the PV, that is present value I need to calculate, equals PV, open the bracket, rate is 9%, comma, N per is for 5 years, comma, PMT is I am getting 10,000 rupees every month, comma, future value, so I put it as 0, comma, 0. So it is 38,896 worth bill. Okay. So I wanted you people to try with this. With this too. So after this we will move to debt amortization. So I hope you people are able to follow it. So we'll move to the debt amortization.
Ma'am, can you show the formula of question
Of
11 once?
11.
Yes. Okay, thank you.
But ma'am, I think for the 11th question, they're asking for the EMI to be paid at the beginning of the month, right? So I think it should be 1 instead of 0.
Which one, ma?
The 11th one.
Yeah. One second. Let us check out. So EMI from the beginning we have to pay. Yes. But here we have to calculate for the entire 20 years, right? So if I don't mention this end of the period, beginning of the period means that is the first year. So on the first year only how I will be able to calculate how much I am supposed to pay. So here N per, if you see how many years I am taking it for 20 years, right? So when I am applying the calculation on which basis I have to do it, that one I need to show. So this
Okay.
40 lakhs, I am taking it for the loan for 20 years. Okay, so 20 years I am taking the loan. So for the entire 20 years, if I calculate, so each month how much I am supposed to pay. So if I don't bring that entire 20 years into the picture, for the if I calculate only for the first year means I won't be able to calculate it. So that is why we have to take it for the end of the period where the calculation will be done properly. So I'll be able to know. So 40 lakh rupees if I divide it by 20, how much I have to pay it for every month. Got it? So it will be 37,415 rupees what I have to pay every month. If I am taking the loan of 40 lakh rupees for 20 years. So now let's go for debt amortization. So here when we have to create the debt amortization, the principal, it is the original amount of loan. So what is the loan amount that I am taking? Interest, if you see, the amount of lender's charges. So the extra money what I have to pay it to my lender. EAI is nothing but a loan in which the principal and interest paid each period making equal payments. EAI is nothing but annual basis I am going to pay. Annual installment is yearly once I am going to pay the installment. So beginning of the loan amount, the original loan in the start of the year. At the beginning, what is the loan that I have taken? Okay. Then ending loan, the loan amount remaining in the end of the year by every principal period. Okay. So here we have to first calculate the EAI, that is PMT payment. I have to calculate how much I need to pay it per year. So I tell equals PMT. I wanted first you people to listen, understand, and then I will give you the time to solve it. PMT rate of interest is 7%. comma, here I am going to take directly the cells. Okay, N per is 6 years, comma, PV is 75,000, comma, so I have to present future value is 0 and I have to check it for end of the period. Close the bracket, enter. So every month I am supposed to pay 15,734. Okay, so that is every year EAI I have to pay this much. So now let's solve this. So I'll take equals. So beginning of loan amount is 75,000. Okay, so I have to put equals and take the value there, EAI. So here, if I have to use this value for further calculation, I cannot have the negative value. So what I will do is, I'll come here and I'll just add minus sign at the beginning of PMT function. I'll just add minus sign at the beginning of the thing, EAI. So I'll get the values in positive. So I'll take equals EAI value. So it has wrong figured over there. So now the interest. So equals for 75,000, it is 7% interest what I have to pay. Okay. Then principal repaid. How much I am going to pay it back equals. So I will take the values from here only. So it is EAI minus interest amount. So this will be my principal repaid. So end of the loan, end of the year, 75,000 minus, that is principal repaid. So this much is remaining. So you people understood, or shall I show it once again? The first year calculation.
Ma'am, can you please show once again?
So first beginning of the loan is 75,000 equals, I'll just select the cell. Okay, so that is beginning of the cell, EAI. So I will take this value, enter. Then interest equals 75,000 into 7%, enter. That is 5,250. Interest I am going to pay it for 75,000. Principal repaid equals EAI minus interest amount. This is my principal repaid, what I have paid it back, equals. Now I wanted to check at the end of the year what is the loan amount that is remaining. So that is uh, beginning of the loan minus principal repaid. So 64,515. Now, so whatever it is end of the loan, that will become the beginning of my next year. Okay. So end of the loan, what was there for the first year will become beginning of the period. So EAI is going to remain same for every year. I'll select the same thing. So here, as I am doing it, what I'll do is I'll do the fill handle. I'll come here, I'll do the fill handle. Now here, interest rate equals 64,515 into 7%. Enter. Now I will come here and drag it towards my right. Then principal repaid equals 15,000 minus interest. So I am going to come here and drag it towards my right. Equals beginning of the year minus principal repaid. So I'll come here, drag it, my calculation is done. At the end of the period, it is 0. Understood? Or you wanted me to explain it once again?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, from the beginning only I'll explain it. I wanted you people to follow it properly. Equals, the beginning of the loan is 75,000. EAI will be equals, so the value what I have calculated. Interest will be equals 75,000 into 7%. Enter. Principal repaid, so EAI minus interest amount. Then end of the loan. At the end of the first year, what is the loan that is remaining? Equals 75,000 minus principal repaid. So this one. So now whatever the value that has been finished. End loan, that will become the loan for the beginning of the next year. So I'll select this, enter. So now what I will do is I'll click here and I will just drag it towards my right. I'll do the fill handle. So what I did, I came to the right hand side corner. You can see that black color cross over there. I will click without releasing my click. I will drag it towards my right. Done. Now EAI is going to remain the same for every year. So what I will do is equals, select this previous cell, enter. Now the same way I am going to take the fill handle, that black color cross, click and drag it towards my right. Now interest equals 64,000 into 7%. Enter. Now I'll come here, I'll do the fill handle. Now principal repaid equals EAI minus interest. Enter. So I'll come here and I will drag it towards my right. So here equals beginning of the loan minus principal repaid. I'll come here and so my calculation is done. So in Excel it is not that for each and every year you have to keep on calculating. So in a systematic way you calculate for first year and second year, the rest of the other years automatically will apply the calculation. I hope everybody understood.
Ma'am, what is the formula for end loan?
End loan, it is beginning of the loan minus principal repaid.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So once this is done, I wanted you people to try with this second example. Or you wanted me to show that one also, and the next deck 2 sheet you people will solve this, that is also fine. I'll show the second example also, and then you people can try it with the second sheet. So I'll show it once again over here. Equals PMT, open the bracket, rate is 12%. I'll select the cell, comma, NPER is 4 years, comma, present value is 1 lakh, comma, future value is 0, comma, end of the period I need to calculate. Enter. So I'm going to get 3,29,000. Sorry, no, somewhere it went. It is 12%, and that is 4 years. And so loan amount equals 10 lakh, EAI equals, so before I take this one should be in positive value. So what I will do is I'll just add minus sign before my PMT. Okay. So it is 3,29,000. So equals EAI. Then interest will be equals 10 lakh into 12%. Enter. Principal repaid, so equals 3,29,000 minus 1,20,000. So this is my principal repaid. So equals beginning of the loan minus principal repaid. So that will be for the end of the year. So the loan amount, here I'll take the previous year's end loan. I'll come here and I'll drag it towards my right. Here EAI is going to remain same. So I'll select this and drag it towards my right. Then interest equals 7,90,000 into 12%. So I'll come here and drag it towards my right. So principal repaid equals 3,29,000 minus interest. I'll come here, do the fill handle. Now end loan 7,90,000 minus principal repaid. I'll come here and drag it towards my right. Understood? If anybody is not able to follow it, you want me to explain it, please do tell. So the next one, the same way only, I wanted you people to try this out. So debt amortization 2, debt 2 is there, sheet 2. I wanted you people to try this. So let's keep that one as an assignment for tomorrow. Hope you people are able to follow it. Type in 1 if you people have followed whatever I have taught today. Rida, you did not follow how to calculate the interest mark. You want me to show it once again? So here investment of rupees 100 will double in 3 years. What is the rate offered by the bank? So here I will type equals rate, open the bracket, n per. So n per is for 3 years, comma, PMT is 0, comma, present value. So today I am making the investment of rupees 100 minus 100, comma, future value. So they are telling it will be double in 3 years. So 200 rupees is the future value, comma, I wanted to check it for end of the period. So enter. Got it with the okay. So I wanted you people to try with the next debt case. So here loan amount of 40,000 rupees. So tomorrow we will try this out. I wanted you people to try this out. I will solve this and show, and then we will go for the debt 3. Okay. Thank you, girls. If you are having any doubts regarding today's sessions, you can clear it tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. You people can leave.